One of the biggest influencer fights of the year has just come to an end, and celebrities and influencers have had some pretty mixed reactions. Today, we've compiled some of the juiciest reactions to the Austin Mcbroom versus Bryce Hall fight that just went down. Let's get started. The TikTok versus YouTube boxing match is here, and the hype behind it was extraordinary. The big night finally arrived after the numerous heated face-to-face press conferences and encounters between the fighters. We all know that Bryce Hall has a short temper and likes to trash talk people, which made the press conferences even crazier than any other press conference. In fact, the heated nature of these press conferences caught the attention of other non-related celebrities. They just wanted to see the usual Bryce Hall get into trouble. So what did Logan Paul, KSI, and other celebrities have to say about Bryce Hall? Grab some snacks and sit back, because we're going to show quite a bit of celebrity reactions. Before we get into the meat of the drama, be sure to hit the like button and wait till the end, because there will be a giveaway announcement somewhere in the video. Build up for this fight was sensational, so let's get on to the next press conference that happened before we provide every little detail about what other celebrities thought. This way, everyone can understand what was said by them. In their next press conference, fans were able to attend, which made the tension that much higher. From the possibility to look like a champ to the extremity of looking like a chump in front of all those people. It started off with the normal back and forth trash talk that we're used to, but the atmosphere immediately changed after some personal insults from both fighters were thrown. If you've seen the Logan and Floyd press conference, it was practically really similar, but with two completely different stars. Things got nasty pretty quickly. Prior to the press conference, Bryce Hall went live on his Instagram account to talk about how he was going to verbally whoop Austin around in the press conference. He mentioned that he was more excited for the press conference than the fight itself, because apart from the nature of thrash talking, a lot of people believe that the winner of any fight is determined not in the ring, but by the fighter's attitude in the press conferences. A fan asked Bryce during the live stream if punches will be thrown during the press conference, but he said, "To be real, if there are punches thrown, I'm going to be throwing them too. I'm connecting and hitting anyone." So even before the press conference, Bryce and his friend Taylor Holder were already prepared to get into a brawl, but nothing actually happened. That press conference was bound to be amusing, and everyone who saw it knows that it was. A few moments before the press conference, Bryce posted this on his Twitter. "KSI just said that he would F me up in the ring. I wouldn't want to ruin the fight you've been dodging with Jake just because you'd lose a TikToker. At KSI, after I beat Austin, we can talk, buddy." KSI immediately replied to his post on Twitter by saying, "You're literally easy work. Who do you think you're talking to?" Obviously, Bryce had to respond to anything KSI had to say. He replied with, 1. You're scared of Jake Paul. 2. You won against Logan by points on a bad call. 3. You're fat. Nobody is scared of you. After this Twitter skirmish, the attention slowly faded away from Bryce versus Austin and went straight to the possibility of Bryce versus KSI. Maybe after seeing Bryce's fight tonight, we'll see what KSI thinks of this possibility. Deji, KSI's little brother, also had something to say after their little Twitter fight. "Is this fight a way for you to make a name for yourself since your ex left you?" They went back and forth, and Deji replied with, "We'll see if your energy is the same in person." Deji was furious at Bryson's previous reply, where Bryson said, "Name for myself? You're fighting on the undercard of my fight. You peaked in 2017. The famous Logan brothers. Jake Paul and Logan Paul also had a few interesting things to say about the YouTube versus TikTok fight. Obviously, given their recent involvement in the sport of boxing, it is safe to say that they currently hold the boxing spotlight in their hands. The Logan brothers are mostly entrepreneurs, and they have some valuable knowledge about the business side of things of these types of events, and what these guys needed to do in order to have a successful and fruitful boxing match. During Logan Paul's podcast show, Impulsive, Logan said, "It is great for the sport of boxing, and I support them. But the thing is, they need to take it seriously, but a lot of them just aren't." Jake went on to say that some of them were going out partying and weren't training hard enough, and that someone was going to end up like his past opponent, Robinson. He went on to say that if they wanted to do it and get the dough, then they had to just do it, and they did. Logan then went on to say that even though he was happy for the guys participating, he didn't think that it would work out like they planned it, and not many tickets would be sold. Oh boy, how wrong he was.
Social gloves event, do you think that it's below you? Do you think that it's cool? Do you like seeing other people getting involved? What are your thoughts on it, Jake Paul?
I think it's cool. I think it's great for the sport of boxing, and I think a lot of my friends and people that I'm very close with are part of the event and also in charge of the whole entire event. And I support them. I think the thing is, like, they just need to take it seriously, and I think a lot of them aren't. I think there's still people who are on the card that are out partying. There's still people who are out, at the clubs. They need to take this sport seriously, because what happened to Nate Robinson could very easily happen to one of them.
I was privy to the numbers that came out of Logan Paul KSI 1 and 2. I know what the general revenue was. I know what the fighters were paid. All I said was, when I started hearing about some of the backs that were being offered,
they're like, you're gonna be in debt.
Their
numbers are way off. They think
way off.
They think they're selling XYZ. They're not selling that. I'm sorry. They won't sell a third of what they think.
Hey, I told Austin exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Jeff made a bet with him. They projected 2.5 million views. I said you won't get 500,000. I guarantee it.
Don't forget, our blue iPhone 12 giveaway is still on, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of July. All you have to do to enter is like the video, hit the subscribe button with notifications on, and comment which 2 celebrities you'd love to see get in the ring. It's that simple. Good luck. The face-to-face press conference on the 18th of May wasn't actually their first face-to-face encounter that Bryce Hall and Austin had. Their first professional encounter was in a soccer stadium without a crowd, just the both of them, and things got pretty savage. As savage as that encounter may be, it is nowhere near the extremity as their next encounter. Bryce and Austin saw each other on 2 separate boats, and obviously Bryce Hall had some things to say to his opponent. Bryce Hall threw a water bottle at Austin, but it just missed the target. You can even hear Austin respond with, Austin stated that actions speak for him and not words, unlike Bryce. He said that his hands will do the talking, and they sure did. Lastly, we have Austin Mcbroom. Of course, Austin was the fighter that Bryce had to face, but during the press conference, he showed a picture of Bryce Hall at Austin's own charity event 2.5 years ago, and he had quite a lot to say about it. This little boy Bryce Hall didn't think that the pic was going to come back and haunt him. I've been saving this photo just for today. He has secretly been my biggest fan. He is a part of the Ace family. I had no idea who this kid was, so I don't know how he got in. It looks like he bought the VIP meet and greet pass from the lanyard around his neck. I'm still looking for the shirt I signed for him. I'm sure he has it framed somewhere, although I feel blessed to have diehard fans like him. But now I feel bad to have to get in the ring with my biggest fan and embarrass him in front of millions. Although he'll be able to have this memory for the rest of his life. I didn't forget about you, Taylor Holder. You and your bestie smiling from ear to ear, having the time of your lives. We're actually friends, so I'll just leave it at that. We've been waiting for this moment, and it has finally passed. What is your personal opinion about the match? Did you enjoy it, or were you disappointed? Let us know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.